What's up, everybody? It's just me right now. Brian was supposed to join, but he's not with us. Obviously, not Andrew Simon, but we are in the office. We are in my office. First week of playoffs in the books. Let's just take a look at it right now. Look at the bracket stands after the first round there. Dylan winning in a high scoring battle against Simon. Wouldn't expect anything less from previous 2 and 3 time champs there. Sorry, Simon. That was a tough one for you. You put up a good week. Dylan just had a better one. Ever since he's had Jarek McKinnon, it seems like his team is doing a lot better. I'm going to check to make sure it is working right now because we had issues last week. But hey, we're working. It's running. We're good to go. In the bottom of the bracket, we had Miller versus A-Ray. That one was very close. 0.3 win there. We'll take a look at that here in just a second. But Miller advancing to the second round to meet Brady, who got that first round bye. Definitely needed it there. Let's go ahead and look at this.
I like that. And I really like that. So if this is truly a conversation, then I say let the conversation begin.
All right. Looking at the pickup of the week, there wasn't really anything that happened last week. Wasn't a lot of pickups. Dylan grabbed the Patriots defense here. Pretty good pickup. They actually put up a lot of points. So that was good for you in that game. So I guess pickup of the week that week goes to Dylan. Let's just go ahead and look at what happened this week. I went ahead and spent all my money on Tom Brady because Jalen Hurts is out. What do you know there? Miller spending $100, basically just burning it, you know. He just burned $100 because no one bid on Taysom Hill. He might throw a risky play out this week. Maybe that's what he's trying to do, trying to get some more points because he's having trouble breaking 100. Zach Moss might be a good one. Good one should be fine with Lockett there. We'll see who the pickup of the week is next week. We'll see how any of these pan out. Hopefully, Tom Brady can be the GOAT, as they call him. Not my GOAT, but that's okay. Anyways, that was fun. Let's go ahead and let's look at what happened last week.
Well. How the turntables.
All right, let's take a look at the previous champions in this league. Let's see what happened in their game. What we got going on here? High scoring game, very high scoring. Big part due to McKinnon, like I said, 30 points there. Dalvin Cook having a day. Dak finally coming around for you. Jamar Chase, average, I guess, for him. I mean, 50 is good, but typically he's in the 20s. Not much else going for you. I mean, Garrett Wilson with 11. You know, I think it's really the Jerick McKinnon pickup. You know, I thought about stashing him. Instead, I stashed Mike Boone. That was smart. That was really smart. Why the did I do that? Brian's trying to join, but it ain't happening. His computer's all broken. Simon's team putting up good numbers here. AJ Brown with a week. Christian McCaffrey with a week. Joe Burrow being Joe Burrow. I really don't like the guy, but hey, he can put up fantasy points. It's kind of same thing. Bottom down here, not too great. Devontae Adams kind of screwed you in this one. Had he had, you know, a normal game, you could have ended up winning this game here. Not a whole lot of points left on the bench. Simon left 16 here. Oh, Waddle though, 19. I think that kind of sucks because it was supposed to be a snow game, and then it ended up not snowing at all during the game. I guess maybe at the end. Dylan leaving Pittman and Kirk on his bench. Didn't matter. He takes the win. He moves on to face the defending champion in round 2. Let's see what happened in this low-scoring affair between A-Ray and Justin. Wow. Can't even break 100 in the first week of playoffs? What?
All around me are familiar faces, worn out.
Maybe next time or this week you can actually put up some points. Just didn't look good for A-Ray here. Deontay Foreman must have gotten hurt. I really didn't pay attention there, or he just did very bad in the game. That's kind of shitty because you kind of got to steal with him early on when you picked him up. He was doing pretty well. Kittle with a week. T. Higgins did pretty well. Juju doing good, but Ayuk not looking great. Not looking Purdy. Let's just say that now that he's got old Purdy throwing to him, it hasn't been as good for him. And that might have been what cost you. Justin finally starting Justin Fields when he needed to. Coming up big here at 25. Eckler, 14. That's pretty good for him, but not great. Miles Sanders with a dud. That sucks. Godwin looks good. Nothing from Cooper or Komet really. And then Kamara's just been a dumpster fire this year. So maybe this is the week he turns it around in a pretty bad weather game. Either way, it was enough to get you that hashtag calculated victory by 0.3 points. Maybe the closest victory or game, I guess, in the playoffs we've had. Because I know Dustin lost by 0.5 in the championship once. I don't know if you guys remember that. I know he does. But yeah, really close game here. Could have been different. A-Ray started Latavius Murray. I know he told us he switched him out last minute. I mean, T. Higgins still got you 13, so you can't be upset about that. Maybe if you would have put him in for Ayuk and then started Murray, probably would have been a better choice. Anyways, that's it for your season, A-Ray. Better luck next year. All right. Let's go ahead and look at, well, this is going to be a short one because we don't have a whole lot to talk about. Oh, wait, I was going to talk about that. Actually, we'll just get into it. We need a little bit something, don't we? Playoffs? Oh, playoffs. There's no fucking voices. All right. Me and Dylan, week 2 of the playoffs. A lot on the line here. We already had one game played. I ended up coming out pretty well last night. Etienne getting me almost 13. Jags defense. Jags defense was a good pickup by me. You want to know why? Because I picked them up at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. on my birthday. We were supposed to go live yesterday, but I had birthday stuff. On my birthday, I went ahead and picked up old Jags defense, and they panned out really well in that shitty rain game. I thought Dylan was going to take Garrett Wilson out. I was waiting for it all day. I thought he was going to replace him with Fournette or something, or Pittman, but it didn't happen. And that kind of screwed you over because it was a shitty weather game. But looking at the matchup here, aside from the guys that have already started, Dak with a tough matchup against Philly. Could do well. May not have to throw a whole lot because they may not be behind in this game like so they thought, because guess what? Jalen Hurts, living up to his name, is hurt. And he's not playing this week in that game. Dalvin Cook should have a good week there against the Giants. Jerick McKinnon has been on a fucking tear. I don't expect him to stop this week, especially against Seattle, who is trash against the run. Looking at my team, Tom Brady, just really hoping for 18 to 22 points. I just need something salvageable because I had no backup quarterback. Didn't expect to lose the number 1 quarterback, by the way. Called it in my first playoff game. It's pretty shitty that happened, but that's fantasy football. Am I right? Aaron Jones should be solid this week. I think A.J. Dillon has a concussion, so there may be more carries for Aaron Jones against Miami. Bad defense there. Montgomery against Buffalo. Buffalo struggled recently against the run, so I expect decent things, although Khalil Herbert is back. How much he's going to play, I don't know, but I expect him to take some carries from David Montgomery here. Looking at the wide receiver matchups here, DK Metcalf against the Chiefs. I love the Chiefs. We're going to win this game, but DK is going to probably get 20 points. Our secondary has been trash. We cannot get a stop. It is insane. Stephon Diggs in Chicago. You love the matchup. You don't love the weather. It's supposed to be like 10 degrees, windy as hell, snow chance. It's just not looking good for my team right now this week. Same thing, we'll go into DeAndre Hopkins, talk about that because he has his third string quarterback, Trace McSorley. Hopefully Trace can McSorley with DeAndre Hopkins, if you know what I mean. I don't feel too great about that, though. He did have 11 targets last week, so that is a positive sign. Jamar Chase against the Patriots. Good defense, but it's Jamar Chase. I still expect him to have a decent game here. Our tight ends, I think I'm going to give the edge to myself only because Mark Andrews has Tyler Huntley throwing him the ball, who doesn't really throw the ball very much, but he does have a good matchup. So it could lean Dylan's way, but I think Hawkinson against the Giants at home, I'm going to take my guy there. We already know how the flex panned out. Etienne just being Etienne. Should have had a touchdown. Got him to the 1-inch line, literally this close. And guess what? Trevor Lawrence reached over the goal line, touchdown, took it away from Etienne. Cool. Jags defense already got me 17. Broncos against the Rams should be solid, considering Baker Mayfield just is trash. I don't know if you guys watched him play against the Packers. All I needed was the fucking Rams to score a touchdown, and my opponent's defense in work league loses points and I win the game. But I should have started Etienne in that one last week too. We won't talk about that. I'm so pissed. And then our kickers, well, kickers are kickers. Both going to be playing in cold weather and windy games, so hopefully someone can make a field goal here. As far as our benches go, I am considering Mike Williams. I haven't fully, decided yet there. Maybe him over Hopkins. I don't know yet. But both dealing with injuries other than Khalil Herbert. He's back. So going to take points there. Anyways, I just don't like the circumstances around my team. I know I had a good start. I really want that second championship. I really want to go back to back, but I think I'm going to take Dylan in this one. I think Dylan's going to weasel his way back into a championship, and it's going to be one low-scoring son of a bitch. All right, let's take a look at the next game here after I do this. Showdown of the week. There is a main reason here, Miller versus Brady. I don't think either of them have been in a championship game. I may be wrong. Brady may have been, but I don't think either of them have been to a championship game. So a win here by either of them, obviously someone's got to win. I mean, maybe they'll tie. There's ties in the NFL all the time. Maybe one of them will finally get to a championship. Let's take a look at their teams. Right now it's projected in Brady's favor by 2 points. Not very high scoring projections. I guess 110 is about average. Miller starting Fields, home against Buffalo. I think he'll still be fine. He did fine against the Eagles D, and I think the Eagles D is better than Buffalo's this year, especially with all the injuries on Buffalo. Geno Smith at Kansas City. Hopefully we shut his ass down. I think we will, but I think he'll still get you 18 minimum. He's got some upside against the Chiefs just with the way our defense has been playing, but hopefully on Christmas Eve we can harness the power of Christmas and shut down Geno Smith. Running backs, you got Eckler versus Saquon, Miles Sanders versus Stevenson. It's pretty square here. Stevenson's had a great year. Saquon's had a great year. Both have good matchups. I mean, Cincinnati's okay. Sanders, though, should get a lot of work this week because no Jalen Hurts. So Jalen Hurts had 3 rushing touchdowns last week because he's the number 1 quarterback. Forgot about that in fantasy right now. Probably won't end that way. So Brady, you win $10, but at least I had it for 1 week. But yeah, he should get a lot more work than he had last week. So I expect a better game here, even though it is Dallas. As far as running back scoring goes, I think I will give the slight edge to. I'll probably give the slight edge to Miller here because Eckler should be fine against the Colts. They're going to throw him the ball. You can run against the Colts, and like I said, Sanders is getting a lot more work. Stevenson is the focal point of the offense. I assume that's not going to be hard to shut down. We'll see. And then Barkley, he'll get you points, but I think when it comes down to it, I'm giving the edge to Miller here. Wide receivers, Godwin versus Jefferson. We all know who's better here, Justin Jefferson. Amari Cooper versus Goodwin. This is a risky play, but I understand why you have to do it. When you lose Lockett, on your bye week, it could be worse. You could lose Jalen Hurts, the number 1 quarterback in fantasy right now. But you just lost Lockett. He should be a good replacement. Should still get you some decent points. And then Cooper, who knows? Who knows how Cooper will do? Like I said, Saints defense is okay. Deshaun's been playing like shit. It's going to be cold. It's going to be windy. You never know there. Looking at the tight ends, by the way, slight edge. Actually, I don't know. I think Justin Jefferson can outscore all 3 of them. It's very possible. So I think I'll give the edge to Brady there on the wide receivers. Tight ends, Waller's back, and he played good last week. Let's just take a quick look. I think he had like 13 points, something like that. 12.3. So his first week back, pretty solid. Maybe he can continue that for Miller this week. And then Dalton Schultz, he's been pretty good too since Dak's been around. Between these two, I think this is a push. I think Derek Carr kind of sucks, so you never know, but Schultz will get a lot of targets in this game. I'm going to push on the tight ends, and then let's go to the flex spot. You got Kamara versus Pacheco. No one would have thought that Pacheco would even compare to Kamara at this point in the fantasy season, but he is. He's doing really good. Although McKinnon is taking all the touchdowns from him, that kind of sucks. I still think he gets at least 70 yards rushing in this game. And then Kamara, we'll see. if he can catch passes here. I will have to give the edge to Kamara just because Pacheco's getting time eaten up by McKinnon. So I think Kamara will take that there. And then the defenses, both good defenses with both great matchups. Probably give the defensive edge here just because the Bucs have been pretty weak lately. But once again, they're playing against Trace McSorley. So you think that they would be able to get some sort of points. Edge to Tucker always on this, especially since he's playing. I don't know, he's playing at home. That's not a dome. So both outdoor games there. But I'm going to give the edge to Tucker. Anything they can do on their bench? Good play not playing these guys this week. I think you actually took them out last second. So good job, Brady. Way to play those mind games with Miller. And because of that, I'm going to take Miller in this one. I'm sorry, Brady. I know you got finished tied record with me. You were up there all season. You've got some injuries, which sucks. Breece Hall, Tyler Lockett. I think that really does hurt you here. Fields, if he can play well, I think Miller's going to take this one. I think Miller's going to see his first championship, and maybe both of you will break 100 this week. Who knows? It's going to be crazy. I'm nervous. I hope you all are nervous too. We could have a back-to-back champ. We could have a 3-time champ. We could have a first-time champ this year. We got a lot of options. We got a lot of things going on.
Look at us. Look at us. Hey, look at us.
Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
I really don't have much else. I just wanted to get some sort of playoff episode in. I'm sure we'll do a better one next week when we know who is in the championship. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve, boys. Tomorrow we've got basically, I think all but 3 games are on tomorrow. So it's going to be a long day of football. It's going to be a good day of football, or it could be a bad day. I could be stressed as fuck all day. Anyways, Saturday football, Sunday football, Monday football. We got 3 days of football coming up. Watch it, get into it, keep up with the scores, keep up with these games. Good luck, not really. I'm looking to go back to back, okay? Anyways, that's like all I got.
Is the elephant heavy? I'm coming back, baby.
All right, on that note, I'm out of here. I was hoping someone would join me. Brian's computer's broken. Simon's got Christmas tonight, and I'm not doing shit. So it is what it is. Good luck, boys. We'll see you next week. Go Chiefs.